Hey guys, long time no see. I've been out for health and busy reasons, but um I'm back and today we're going to do a current household, which is my Super Sim household, modded Super Sim. I just started it not too long ago. I say modded because I've got the um lifetime aspirations rework, I think is what it's called. Um I've got a rework of aspirations. What are you gonna get? Yeah, you're gonna get a quick meal. And it added some aspirations. It readjusted some aspirations. So it's it's not gonna be a normal Super Sim challenge because there's more to go through. But this is my current household. We're starting from a rags to riches beginning, which I have this stuff because this lot is, I think, very overpowered for a rags to riches start because you can get, from right here, you can get cow plant berries. You can get dragon fruit. You can get voodoo dolls. Just a lot of really good stuff. So, ew. Why are you sitting there? Um, what? Okay. Guess she was very gassy. That's never happened before. Let's take a thoughtful shower so we can get to work here. We could probably go out, get her some social. Poor Anik. This is Anik, as you can tell. She's got a makeover because this is a different challenge. She's not a Ragland in this universe. She's a Storybrooke. Because that's my usual go-to name for any of my challenges is Storybrooke. So, where's the lounge? There's the lounge. So, we have Anik Storybrooke. There's no OPOP in this challenge yet because it's a Super Sim challenge, and we were starting rags to riches. So she would live a very long time, and it would make me sad to see OPOP pass of old age before our sim becomes an elder. So, like I said, it would make me really sad because I love OPOP. OPOP's based after my own dog. So, uh, I usually don't have the music on, so we're gonna zoom out because I don't know if it's streamer friendly or not. Neutral to Baka. We'll just make small talk with the bartender. Because Baka is one of my favorites. Because I have lots of challenges where he becomes the spouse. And, he's just, he's a really good sim overall. I'll just have her talk to some people. What'd you embarrass for? Oh, she made an awkward comment. Oh, someone's playing some awful music. Which is Mr. Harjo over there. Or Harho. I don't know. I'm probably butchering the last name. We're just gonna sit and we could probably sing for a bit. We won't be any good at it, but we'll make some money, you know. At least we'll work on two skills at once. The entrepreneurship and the singing skill. And we're making some money. You know, 2 per person. We'll probably have a food stall at some point. Because I really like the food stalls. This lounge is really good for rags to riches. I think Tartosa in general is just really good for rags to riches. Because you've got a full bathroom. You've got a source of food. Um, let's just... we'll probably have her go home soon. You know, she's met enough people, she can just call somebody. You know, let's just go home. But I'd like to do a Super Sim challenge on this channel. You know, a modified one. Excuse me while I drink my coffee. But, you know, it'd be fun. Just something we come back to every now and then. Nothing too serious. Quick meal of granola. I can add an achievement to my list of things. I got my fiance to play The Sims again. Uh, um, you know, Sims 4 is free, so normally I wouldn't support them in their time of chaos. But, you know, he already had some of the games. So, I mean, I've already got the game, so I don't know if technically I'm supporting them by playing it, but it's weird. But I have hope, honestly, because you know, they're starting to iron out things they need to. Not really the most needed stuff at the moment, but you know, I'm an optimist. So I like to hope that, you know, that they're gonna do something. But it is fun getting to see someone else's first time playing a Sims game they haven't played before. It's really fun. But yeah, ADHD moment aside, Super Sim Challenge would be pretty fun. If not, at least starting with a Anik again and trying a new Rags to Riches. Because I think my game just needed a purge of all the saves. Because I think one of them was corrupted and corrupted the other ones. So I cleared all my saves, backed up my households and mods, and just purged it for a while. So I think we're in the clear. Which, knock on wood. Um, I started the Not So Berry challenge again on my own time. Uh, I just can't give it up. Minty is one of my favorite Sims. She's she has the genetics of my original Not So Berry Sim when I first started the challenge. I don't have that sim anymore because Origin to EA ended up purging all my stuff. But, you know, I happen to have a person that I had made with her genetics. I think almost her exactly, just different hair color. And had it on my gallery. And managed to put her on my PS4. And then, I still had her on the gallery, so I was able to bring her here onto my new PC. So, I was able to keep the original Minty. But I like this rendition of her a lot better than the original, because the original was not modded, very little expansion packs. You know, very, very little stuff to her. Ooh, GeekCon. Might go to GeekCon. Sorry, Paco, we're in the middle of making a crystal seed. But we'll go at some point. Maybe we'll see Paca there. But yeah, I just have really fond memories of the Not So Berry Challenge. Like, it makes it hard to do other legacies that aren't in the same fashion, because I will automatically start assigning colors to each generation, names that match the colors. It's really hard for me to branch out and dress a character different than just a single color, or match their house to be a single color. You know, it just really affected how I play The Sims. Which, personally, I think it's fine. Let's go plant that. But I do have a legacy challenge set up for this channel. I still need to build the house, which I've got to be in a mood to build, because I've been building the Not So Berry house, and it was a bigger than expected house. So, personally, I get exhausted after building after a while. So, I will build for a bit and then play another game and then come back to it. So I don't get burnt out after building. So, it keeps things fresher for me, so I can look at it and be like, you know what, I need to change this a little. Like, the Not So Berry house, I probably need to change some of the wood paneling on the outside, because the white panel looks a little weird. Maybe I need to make it a black panel. But, I mean, I like the build. I based it on a house I saw on Google. I was looking for a semi-modern, and it ended up being a semi-contemporary, which might have been partially modern. I don't know house styles, so I was just reaching out to Google and see what I could find. Um, but I did tweak it a lot. I mean, the inside, I never saw the inside, so the inside's completely original. The outside is partially original, partially reference. So maybe you guys will get to see it if I do a current household Not So Berry. You know. I would like to, so you could see where Minty is going, and, see the love story between her and Caleb again. Because every time I play the game, they're always attracted to each other. It's just he is her spouse, her love. So really, it's hard to pair Minty with anybody else. Like, I was doing a test run where she fell in love with a recently divorced Bella Goth, and it was cute, but it wasn't Caleb. Yeah. Um, in that file, Mortimer and Bella didn't have a lot in common, and my romance satisfaction was depleting faster than it should, so they divorced pretty fast. So, yeah. Basically, my sim had broken Minty had broken up with somebody. Bella had divorced, they got together as a rebound and then found love. So it was kind of interesting. Like, I didn't even know they were attracted to each other until, you know, partway in. Oh, a dragon fruit. We'll probably plant that when we get some shelter so we can continue to grow dragon fruits. But yeah, I'm getting really attached to The Sims again, which is a good thing for this channel. Because, you know, you kind of got to be at least loosely attached to a game to be able to record it. I say loosely in the loosest terms, because you do need to be attached to a game in some form to record, to have good commentary, in my opinion. You can have good commentary on a game you don't like. It's just a lot harder sometimes. Or, you know, it could be just an interesting review. But I don't review games very often anymore. I used to for short stacks, but I haven't really branched out into games recently because I've been busy. And the ones that I have branched out in, you know, I don't I don't record. No, you can't stay. There's no room for you, unfortunately. But you know, like Persona 3, it's it's got a higher rating and it it's just it's hard to record because censorship. I would have to censor a lot of stuff. You know, Baldur's Gate 3, censorship. Um it's just it's not easy sometimes because I have a hard time editing for myself. I'm getting better. I used to not be able to even listen to myself in recordings without getting embarrassed. But now I can skim through my videos, you know. And check something real quick. Okay. I gotta constantly flip between this and my recording software to check my time. Because I don't have a second monitor set up. I have a TV, but on my main channel I use a model. A 3D model. Sometimes. And it just glares off my glasses. Because I don't have anti-glare. And it just... it's not fun. So I just don't use it. Well, that and it doesn't have a stand. So I can't stand it on my table very well. At least at the angle that I need it at. But yeah, I might buy a new monitor. Just a portable one. So I can at least have a monitor over there. Let's see, you're getting tired and hungry. Go talk to Mortimer, you need some... Give him a howdy introduction. You know, you're from the Midwest, give him a howdy. Yeah, I know howdy's more of a southern thing, but you know, where I come from. Oh, he's tense. Where I'm from, it's kind of a blurred line. Okay, so we're basically just barely staving off social at the moment. We'll get something to eat, we'll call a friend. And then we'll just go to bed. We made some money, so we can at least stuff. What season will those grow in? I don't know. Uh, Probably fall. I'd like to get some grapes and make some nectar. At least keep a bottle of every kind of nectar. You know, as a collector's thing. You know, don't go to sleep yet. Social chat. You know, we'll make friends with some people. We're gonna get a computer as soon as we can so we can just sit and chat whenever she needs the need. And no, Moon Revelry is really messy. Sometimes it'll send you really far from the actual festival, and by the time you actually find it and your sim gets there, it's pretty much over. So I don't mess with the full Moon Revelry. Oh no! What happened? Oh, Mateo died. What happened? Hmm. He's always one of the first ones to go with my neighborhood stories. That's really sad that that happens, because the story is those two are engaged and they're supposed to get married because they're from wedding stories. But apparently they're not gonna get married now. Or they did get married before. I don't know. I don't know with neighborhood stories. There's a dog. Captain Whitaker. Uh, we'll give a cautious introduction. Oh, he's not a good one. Not a good boy. She is an animal enthusiast, so it does help. We should probably get her an animal at some point when we get a house. I need some light out here. Let's go buy some lighting. Quick function. Lighting. Outdoor lights. Get this holiday light cactus, but it barely shows any light. We'll just get her some small lights. Mostly for me to be able to see. Because with my shader... Oh! Or the lights get shut off as soon as it turns 5. Lovely. That was... Well, it's not a total waste. Let's go cut some more gemstones. Let's go with cabochon. Sapphire. I decided to work with the Crystal Creations workbench first. Because I really like crystals. And it is basically me as a sim. So we're gonna go with crystals first. Even though her aspiration is queen bee. Which we will get some beehives eventually. So, we probably should get a job soon. But I plan on doing that once we get a house over our head and we can start taking care of our needs properly for a house. Properly for a house. I meant properly for a job. Just so we can get promotions and stuff. I don't have any custom jobs as far as I know. I think I got rid of them all because they were getting buggy. Custom jobs are always the first thing to go in a patch, I've noticed. Um, we do have every expansion pack, game pack, and stuff pack at this point. Most of them were gifts. So, the only thing I don't have is like half the kits. Mostly because most kits aren't worth, you know, my interest. So, you know, like they're nice, but I wouldn't spend $5 on most of them. The ones that I have are usually functional. One kit that I bought that I wish I didn't was Busted Us because it's buggy. Because I can clean a house as much as I want and the dirt just doesn't leave the floor. Uh, yeah. So, I just don't mess with it anymore. Sing in the shower. I don't know if you need to focus or be inspired for the crystal table, but it doesn't hurt to work on your singing while you're showering. Um, gonna cut emerald cuts. Emerald, you know, be redundant. Emerald cut emerald. Eventually, we're going to go start gathering our own crystals. Because I want to, you know, let's go out. You know, we can finish the crystal when we get back. We haven't gone out in a while. And I don't just want to be a home buddy in the Super Sim Challenge. Oh, it's a celebrity. Ah. Aw, Paka. Aw. I wonder if it's Mateo that made him sad. We're just gonna sit and chat with Paka for a bit. Let's see if a funny story will cheer him up. Oh, I didn't mean to pause. Oh, he's gonna go cheer himself up. I was gonna say hi to her, but she's walking away. Oh, it's Thorne Bailey. No. Not gonna tip him because we don't have the money to. Let's try to upstage him. Let's see if it works. I'm not a fan of Thorne Bailey. He's always invading my parties and stuff and ruining my events. Let's get a picture of these guys. I haven't taken a picture yet. Hopefully I got a picture. My screenshot button doesn't always work. Hey, we got some money. Oh yeah. There we go. Oh, thank you, Paka. You know, we'll talk to Paka a little more. Oh, there's a wall there. I like to run ultra speed. Aw. Goodbye, Paka. Hope you feel better. More celebrities. I think Bella Goth should be a celebrity at this point. Honestly, I'm surprised she's not. But... Did you buy a drink? Yeah, she bought a drink while my back was turned. You can have a drink, you know. Aw. I'm adoring somebody. Let's go home. Let's bring the walls down. Let's see. I think probably when we get home we might wrap things up. I don't know what the time is. But we've made a lot of progress today. Um, you know, we actually uploaded a video, which is an achievement in its own. Yeah, I just needed some time to sort my Sims games out. You know, figuring out what needs to be done, how I can fix it. I'm pretty sure that just reinstalling it purged a lot of the problems. I'm not saying there won't be problems, it's just I purged a lot of the ones that I had. So, until next time, guys. See ya.